the Rifleguy. Hello, I'm Johnny. This is the story of my hometown, Norfolk, and my pa, Lucious McStick. I have been away for 30 years and now going back to reclaim my heritage. My friend Marvin is visiting with me. Wow, just look at the old town. It's really broken down, but still brings back fond memories. I remember me and Paul standing right over there, just like it was yesterday. There's nobody around now, but back then this was a lively place. And my pa was the prime peacekeeper. He found his calling right here at the bank. My pa would always sling-cock his Winchester rifle as a warning. And I'm telling you, he usually had to use it. One of those bank robbers gave up and wound up in jail. But Sheriff Mike was usually sleeping off one of his pity parties. Wild younger brother Mac Darrell came to jailbreak middle brother Dean Darrell. Older brother Dan Darrell was already 6 feet under on Boot Hill. You know, my pa seemed to be at the right place at the right time every time. Sheriff Mike got a Best Lawman award that year for cleaning up the Darrell and Darrell gang. Yet, my pa was humble and very community-minded. A south-of-the-border supplier tried to sell bags of sawdust and jugs of muddy water as cornmeal and chocolate milk. But when this bandito pulled a gun to steal the register till, my pa was right there. Nobody was messing up the jail that day. The town saloon was a place of much joyful revelry, but occasionally got a little rowdy. My pa helped many guys drink responsibly. We had lots of visitors to town, but for the most part, they were rabble-rousers. A guy called Donnie Reb was talking about the South will rise again. A crowd gathered, and even Sheriff Mike was swayed. But when they started blaming Django, that's spelled with a DJ, but the J is silent. Paul stood up for the downtrodden. Funny thing though, Django wanted to take revenge, but Paul was in favor of free speech. You can't always call him right. Paul had to lay him low. Eventually, Paul's fame caused gunslingers, outcasts, and dime novel readers to come from all over. My Paul did not, could not, would not trust any of them. Norfolk became like a giant vacuum cleaner, drawing in all the dirt throughout the territory. Any bad men you ever heard of is probably resting right here. You know, this hill has two sides to it. Eventually, all their relatives, sidekicks, and wannabes, and other desperados would band together, but that was nothing to my pa. A posse of federal marshals came to town one day. There was a rumor, though, that they were actually coming to town to give Sheriff Mike another award. Anyway, it was all too much for the chicken-livered townsfolk. Well, my pa decided to send me to school back east with the last drove of cowards. I heard that they called up the cavalry to finally get that award delivered. But it was a waste of time because Sheriff Mike had been one of the first to leave Norfolk. Nevertheless, I don't need to go into the details of how all that turned out. Man, what memories. All now just part of the romance of the Old West. But wow, this looks like my pa's trusty Winchester. Let me see here. Hey Marvin, what about our plans to turn this place into a Western theme park? I guess I'll just have to do it all on my own.